Okay. Here we are. Fire it up. Let's look at the YouTube channel. Let's look at the, mute that. Get the Twitch channel. Pause that. Back. We'll go back to monitoring Trovo. Hey, welcome, Skopelos. Skopelos Transport. Welcome, Skopelos Transport. I am in, still in Brazil, my friend. Because why not? I think I've just crossed. Oh no, maybe I'm not in Brazil. Let me look at the freight market, see where I am here. Oh yeah. Center west, and then I'll be going southeast. Then there's south. It's a big place, right? Okay, so I've got a cargo to pick up too. So
time to hit the road.
Thank you. Maybe I'll disable her. I mean, it's kind of nice having Sky, but on the other hand, she's goodbye, Sky. Voice navigation off. Oops, sorry. I have to move my pedals. Don't go away. I'll be back. I'm just hiding here. My pedals are on a floor mat. On a hardwood floor. A rubberized backing floor mat, which doesn't necessarily help that much. So I parked here outside the stadium just for laughs. Because what I had to do is then I had to put duct tape, strips of duct tape on the floor underneath the rubberized mat, and now the map is still slipping because, well, I have to re-examine my solution here, I think. Oh, and I can, I think I can put that axle up if I haven't already. Y lifts. There, the first of 3 axles. It's aesthetic only, it makes no difference in the game. But it looks like you've, in the real world, you would lift, if you had a liftable axle, you would lift it. Well, sometimes you lift it to change the maneuverability, but usually you just lift it because you don't need the extra axle for weight bearing since you're empty. And you just wear and tear on the tires. Okay, so I'm going to pick up hay, straw bales, because I've got a flatbed with pins, which means I can take containers and, whoa, that plane's going in low, containers and crops, or not, and containers and loads, whether it be, I guess, straw bales or pipes or bricks or lumber or whatever you can put on the flatbed and throw some straps on it. That's us. Okay, I'm just going like that, so I'll go like that. Whoa, plane is coming in low, isn't it? Just missed that building. Let's wait for the next one. Just sit here and wait for the next plane. Soon? Maybe. I see a plane going along the ground there. That's kind of nice. And the people behind me, they could. My flash is on, so people could go around. Damn! When you want a plane, they never show up. Come on now. There he is. Oh, okay. Okay, well, that was not as exciting as I thought it would be. It was okay, but... yeah, okay, carry on here. Oh, and I passed my cargo spot. I was so excited in doing that that I missed my cargo. It was right there. Oh, well, the traffic is all going to be locked up because of me sitting there. Oh dear. Yep. Feel free to move out. Ah, this is one of these multi facilities. So, use your own trailer. We're going to do the straw to there. And I believe it is right there. Rather than back in, I could have backed into that spot, but there we go. So, straw. Straw with binders on it. Okay. So that is our cargo. Now we are doing, not specifically doing small roads, but we're just doing a lot of little towns. Ah, thank you for the follow, TRV Gaming, and welcome to Brazil. Got out, did a run this afternoon, and we'll do some driving now. Not sure why we got all this straw, but this is what seems to happen to these things. They just stock up on stuff. It's a depot. It's depots that are part of the... I'm not sure whether that really happens in Brazil or not, but... it's a depot, and you can pick up a variety of cargoes there. You can get repaired, you can get gas. Oh, we can turn the flashers off now. There we go. And I think I have to turn left up here, but we'll see what happens. So, if you follow me, by the way, if you follow me, I'll go back to, periodically, I go back to all the people who followed me, and if they stream, then I follow them back. I mean, sometimes people follow me, but they don't stream, so there's no point in following them. Especially if they've only got a few, if their stream is pretty quiet, then I like to add to it. You know, if you've got 800 people already, well, I mean, I could follow you, but... and I probably will. But if you got 8 people, then it means a little more, right? I need to put the fan on. It's hot in here. It's a hot day, so don't go away. I'm just going to put the fan on. There, that's better. And I noticed that I'd swept all around my chair, but I hadn't swept under it, so now we're good. So what we got? I think we got 15 tons. Which is not terrible. Yeah, 15 tons of straw bale. Ah, yes, the map, yeah, the map mod, sorry, I just saw your comment up there. Tricks, Driv. The map mod, if you do Google for it, like it said, it's EAA MAPA. And you will find a YouTube site, and there's links. It's in Portuguese, so you'll have to use Google Translate, but the YouTube site will bring you they have a site with download links on it, so you can download the base, and I think there's a couple of other files. There's also, I think, a file for heavy cargo if you want. There are files for buses. They're big on they've done a lot of bus traffic on this map, so you can I guess that's a common mode of transportation. So if you like driving buses, yeah, there's some files for that. I quite enjoy it. I mean, I don't drive it that often, but yeah, periodically I go in, oh, what's new? If you look at the map, of course, it's this big from down here at the tip, and this mod doesn't quite fit up here to around there. Now the mods don't all I should I'll show you the mods that I have just while we're here. Okay, well I got an ownable Fruhoff trailer, and this is at EAA background mat standalone. Oh, maybe that's out of date. Yeah, EAA, ETS2 1.35. Remove cities from Europe map. I've got this too. I'm not sure whether I still need this. I've got this other thing. Without Europe map and all present DLCs. So that basically that makes this a standalone map. But there's the heavy cargo and then the base map. So there seem to be mods for everything. ETS2 attracts a lot more modders than ATS. Ah, yes, I have. I was using Pro Mods, and then I lost it at the last update. Right now, I'm using a Romania extension for ETS2. There we go. Well, cruise control had 75. Well, no, cruise control at 80. Yeah. I think it's not as active a community. ATS started off later than ETS, and it almost seemed like it was a slightly dumbed down version, because they took some of the options out when they released ATS just to make it a little maybe more compatible to the North American market to get the beginners in. But I think it is more popular. I mean, it's developed. The game is developed in Europe. I've driven on the Pro Mods Canada, and it's okay. You know, it's not huge though. It's okay. It's fun to go up there, you know, do some logging trucks and stuff. Go through Salmon Arm and Vancouver and stuff like that. But even mods other than map mods, there's a lot more for ETS2, I think, and I think just because a keener community. yeah, this is a self-steering trailer. Oh, I should drop my axle too. There, I dropped that front axle. Front of 3. Just for aesthetics. Yeah, and I think it's just like I said. It's because ETS, the community, ETS2, I think has a bigger following, and they are people who have been involved in gaming longer in Europe. It's just, I think, to generalize. The thing I like about the later, the states that they've added, the recent DLCs that they've added for ATS, is there in the northwest there seem to be more mountains, more bump bump bump, more small twisty roads, more hills. Sorry, sorry, buddy. We're just trying to miss the holes in the road. They're in a pattern. You can sort of slalom your way through the map, but at some point, oncoming vehicles get perturbed. I'm also keen. I was keen for quite a while on. I took up Farm Sim a while ago, maybe last year. Got really keen on it. Really OD'd on Farm Sim 2019 and then Farm Sim 22 for a while, but taking a break now. The latest farm I have on there is Western Australia. The fields are typically 200 acres, like 80 some hectares. Yep. Yeah, but I suspect that it is a European community as opposed to North American. And maybe the European community is more into developing mods than the American community is. I don't know. Don't know, but all I know is like you say, there's a lot less mods for ATS. But a lot of greenery here, eh? No, none of this West Coast South America desert. Gas station, coffee bar. Red dirt. I assume that's red dirt. Strange embankment with trees up on top of it. Different. of variety in the countryside. Hills and such are nice. It means you don't have to program so much into the distance. Yes, I do like the scenery in this. And the reason, and I usually drive with the roof cam, which bothers some viewers. But okay, but I'm because if I'm here to enjoy the scenery, and if I'm in here like this, just me and Mel, I mean it's okay. But we got a letterbox view of the world. Whoop! Damn. Well, I guess we better pull over there, cause okay. I was too busy looking at the trees. Oops. I was looking and being in awe of the scenery and not of the red stop sign. Although it would have been nice to see a sign, construction ahead or something. Maybe there was one. Seem to be going up a hill. $750 horsepower, 15-ton load. We are good. The chase cam. Oh, this one. Oh, I'm not sure how I'd use the chase cam with. No, I need to be there. But I gotta remember to use cruise control. Usually, because I forget to go fast enough, I'll often get a light foot. I thought I'd stream early, you know, mid-afternoon, but I got up, did some stuff, read some Guardian Weekly, and then went for a walk. Oh. Oh. Okay. Gonna brake, are you? E2 meet him. E2 meet him. Discovered. Oh, I should see what. Ooh, whoa. Oh, for some reason he decided to slow right down for the bridge. Where am I on this map for percentage covered? Does it? I think it shows if you go here. Oh, I've explored 30%. Really? Oh, because I've done all this in previous incarnations. I did this at one point. Went up around here. Yeah, went up there, went there. So, I think I'm just going to, maybe when I get here, then I'll just go south. I'll just wander south. We'll see. As it is, we are not a lot of towns. I mean, if you look at the world map, we're not at a particularly busy part of the map, but it gets crammed. Just because sit in here like this, I'm gonna get seasick. Doing okay, Mel? Well, Mel seems to be doing just fine, but jeez. They are bouncy roads. Maybe I'll look at the suspension. Let's we firm it up. Although if we firm it up, then we'll just be rattling our teeth. Well, let's see. Oh no, everything's fairly no. Nope, we're there. It's just a really bumpy road. Oh, there's a plantation of sorts. Whoa! Oh. That was me understeering. Interesting. Oh, I've got the physics. I've got the physics mod that changes the characteristics even in summer weather. Although I was going into that, I could tell I was going into that turn way too fast. This is nice. Ah, okay, so this time there's a light. I noticed the light. Okay. Okay, where we go? Guy's a little slow off the mark at me. Oh, maybe it's the guy in front of him. Or gal in front of him. Oh, it is 60, not 80. What's this? Pipes? No. Ooh, to a town. Jatai. Downtown Jatai. There we are. Just made our way through town. And down here. To the bottom, and then we'll turn and we'll head off up that highway. Oh, there's no stop signs. Doesn't appear to be. Thank you. I don't have my flashers on, do I? No. No, people are just being nice. Trees are looking nice. So 45, so it'll be, oops, so yeah, it'll be a while before we get somewhere. But we'll see where that takes us, or not. I don't know, do we have anything exciting coming up? Any ferries or something, or gnarly mountain passes? No, I think it's fairly straightforward. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, few little towns. And then, well, that's a little exciting. And then there. From there, then we'll decide which way to go. Near the traffic outside. Construction and such. Thank you. Thank you, TRV. That's my brand. My brand is, I guess I stream. I started streaming Train Simulator, the classic version, and then did a bit of ETS2, ATS, Hunter Call of the Wild, a lot of Farm Sim, all of it pretty calm and chill. Ooh, why are we slowing down? Well, that's 30k, okay, but still. Carry on. Carry on, you guys carry on, and this trailer is... I can be a little reckless with it because it's a self-steering trailer, so... I bought the truck and I bought the trailer in the game. And I think that's a new-ish that you can get a flatbed with container pins on it. And it means that you can get all the different flatbed cargoes, plus you can get a whole bunch of container cargoes. Like a container full of carrots or beverages or tomatoes or television sets, whatever. It doesn't come in different sizes of flatbed though. It'd be nice in a way if you can get a small one just for my smaller truck, but I don't have the patience or the skill for fast shoot 'em up games. Most of these skills, and I don't have the dexterity to control. Spin around, jump up, grab a grenade, throw it at somebody, change weapons, reload my 45 as I'm falling, do a tuck and roll, and then shoot through a window at somebody. You know, see the pros doing it. It's like, oh my god, how do you do that? I cannot do that. I was playing these games for a while, and then I decided I wanted to. Geez, I can hear boom, boom, boom again from somewhere. There's somebody outside. Don't go away. I'll be right back. Okay, we're good. There's various. I have a nice view across a nice open area, several K away from downtown and stuff like that. Like it's parkland and stuff. It's quite nice. But I get this booming, this almost this hint of a bass. This you know, that subsonic you can almost feel. Yeah, not my style either. Not my style. So it's this. You know, when somebody, you know, when a gangbanger parks outside and they've got ginormous subwoofers going, you can, some of the sound, you know, gets into your place. You can feel it more than hear it. And I'm in an apartment with nice big balcony door. And if the balcony door is open, this sound comes in, and it's a cement box, basically, this living room, so it resonates like a speaker cabinet. But I found a fix. There's something called a bass trap. They use it in recording studios and such, and basically it's these sort of reverse pyramid shaped chunks of sound absorbing material that fit up in the corner of the room where the ceiling and the two walls meet, and they absorb the low subsonic bass standing waves or whatever, allegedly. So I don't hear that often, but like if there's a concert in the distance, Blues Fest was going, and I got that. People said, "Oh, you'll be able to hear Blues Fest." No, basically, I'll be able to hear the Blues Fest. That was it. Not like soundproofing pads. Like soundproofing pads, you would just hang on the wall in a studio to absorb the sound. And these are soundproofing blobs, I guess, that fit up in the corners of the room. they look at the geometry of like how these subsonic, these long wavelengths, how they can resonate in a room, and they especially resonate at the corners, ceiling and the two walls. So makes sense. I've read some, some articles by people doing studios and stuff, and unfortunately, I don't have any friends who are into recording studios and stuff. I have a few, but none of them got back to me. So I think it's well, it's four of them. Four of them, I think, are $45, and then you basically hang them up there with double-sided tape somehow. So I think I'm gonna have to do it. Most of the concerts are done now, but I still get that from occasionally people parking outside, or sometimes construction in the area. So we'll see. We'll see. So I'm not sure on this map. If I ever get somebody from Brazil on this game, I should ask them. So what are these rusty bits? Is this red dirt, or is that a kind of is there a particular kind of ground cover you have that has that rusty look? Or is it like red dirt with a high iron oxide content? Nice, smooth. So they got smooth roads now. We got another half hour to go in this. It's what? It's 3:45, so yeah. Oops. Well, okay. Oops. It's 60 here because I think it's an intersection, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go on 60. Yep. So I need to possibly go to the wine store. Go to the liquor store and get some wine, or maybe get some whiskey. I've got no liquor or anything. I'm on a diet. I'm trying to watch my diet, but whiskey's not bad. It's the liqueurs that kill you, but I'll have to do some Googling, Good, cheap whiskey in Canada. Shrubbery growing out of that cement is weird. Oh. Box growing out of the cement is weird. Voice acting work. That reminds me, one of the things I want to do on my to-do list is I wrote a lot of short stories, and I wrote a few novels, and one of my things to do is to start up a podcast. I've got the site. I got the free software. I got some ideas. I got a voice. I just need to get the motivation to record some of my stories. And I could also just do a podcast of commercial things that are out of copyright. You know, readings from Mark Twain. What are we doing here? Oh, I was just changing lanes. Ooh, I probably should have done that too when I changed lanes. Definitely. This trailer also, you can do the nice flashies on top. And the trailer also has. Now again, the running lights are not that good on this. I've got the class. I had the bonus ones, and then I got these are the medium ones, I guess, and there's the stock ones, but you know, they're big deal. It's weird, like there's an orange light at the back as a running light. I'm pretty sure on a trailer you're supposed to have red lights, not a clearance light. But yeah, thank you. And I've got, you know, I've got the tools, and I've got the content. I guess I'm just picky about getting it perfect the first time. I tend to do that rather than just here's one sort of thing. It's one of those goals that you just have to break it down into there's enough tiny little steps that you can do things in a half-hour, you know, increments, rather than, well, you should sit down for 4 hours. I mean, if it's something you're keen on, I got into family tree stuff. Should change the time. I got into family tree stuff again, back into it. And it's, you know, I'll start digging into researching some stuff on Ancestry, and oh, there it's 2 hours have passed. Yeah. Yeah, it's the first step in getting something done, and the motivation is, like I said, you know, sometimes it's something that you're keen on, or you discover you're keen on, you just go run amok on it. And that might happen with this. The bus. Oh. No. Oh yeah, let's do this. Let's go like this. We'll be this guy. We'll pretend we stopped. Oh, I guess I could have pulled out. If I'd known you were going to go so bloody slow, I could have just pulled in front of you, for God's sake. Oh, maybe it's because this is a speed bump. They just slow right down. Their speed is set at annoying. There we go. We can turn these things off. We can turn the, I don't think I need the, there we go, just the running lights. Yeah. True. And I mean, and if it's terrible, you can always take it down. And later on, if you go into your first few, first say, well, geez, these were awful. Listen to all the stammering and the ums and ahs, or whatever's wrong with them. You can always redo them. First steps again would be, well, okay, I have to, I'm using Audible, or not Audible. Is it Audible? Starts with an A. Software. Audacity. Thank you. I'm using Audacity, and I found that quite easy to use. But again, I saved. I think I found a few. I found a couple of good how-tos, and so I saved the link to them. So it's a question. Okay, now, yes, go in and listen to the how-to again, so you remember what button to use, and then, yeah. And I don't have a voice. I don't have a studio. I've used this microphone and did a few test runs. And it seemed okay. What do you do? So what do you do your voice acting? What do you use your voice acting for? I think it's a good, this turns out to be a good, just a good speaker, I guess. I mean, a good microphone. It's certainly, thank you, Eddie. It is definitely good enough to start with. This is interesting, this little thing here. Okay. Oh, it's only 30. Sit on that guy's ass saying, move it. Like, sorry, it's 30. Ah, interesting. Interesting. A friend of mine is a. Ooh, look at the garbage on the right. Isn't that cool? Was a radio announcer here in Ottawa for a long time. He's retired now. But John, he sounds like he was on a local station doing, sort of a laid back voice. And John is now he's doing. I guess he's doing voiceovers and stuff. But I think there's a market. Like I was looking into podcasts and books and stuff, and I was looking at, I think on Audible. If you look on Audible, Audible has links to people who will professionally record your book, and I'm thinking, whoa, that's bloody expensive. Although it's a lot of work, but still. Oh, accents, ages, pitches. Oh. Wow. A lot of work then. So yes, you're right. It's voice acting. It's not just voiceovers. It's not just reading. It's acting. I guess the challenge too would be consistency. when you decide to put on an accent. You say, okay, this would be a good accent for that character. Well, then you really need that accent for that character to be pretty well the same for the whole thing. You can't wander around. You know, you can't start off Irish and then go a little bit of hint Irish and then throw in a bit of Scottish perhaps, and then you're back in Ireland. I mean, hello, Chris. How are you doing, Chris? Chris is from Maryland. And we've got TRV Gaming, who is from I'm not sure where. I didn't ask. Are you in Europe or North America, TRV? Everyday practice, yeah. Yeah, you'd have to practice accents and stuff. That'd be a challenge. Ah. Good then. I was watching so many accents in the UK. I watched the Graham Norton show, I mean like YouTube reruns, and one of the topics they seem to often hit on is that they'll often have actors on, and the actors will do accents, badly or not. I wish I could get his show live, or if it is still live. I have BritBox. I've got Amazon Prime, and I've subscribed to BritBox, and I'm enjoying a lot of British shows. Upstart Crow. Upstart Crow I watched is a Shakespearean spoof, and it's quite good. And then and then another one that I can't remember the name of. Single name, single word. Marla, Marlene, Mabel. Tall, big woman. She runs the show. She's got Stevie, a tiny little sidekick. Spaced out friend who talks in even it seems to talk in a slang that she's made up with all these little cute little words. It's really hard to say what she's talking about. And a controlling mother and a boyfriend. The boyfriend is Tom Ellis from Lucifer, and he's pretty nice looking. I forget what the hell it's called. Thank you, Miranda. So well written. And these little memes, these little bits. Like she's always her friend Stevie will do something, and they perfectly rehearse this thing where she'll just reach out, not even look, and she'll shove her friend on the shoulder, and her friend will just go whump like this, and they've got the sound too of somebody flipping over. I'm sure she's going out of, cushions and stuff, but ka-thunk. And sometimes the other characters. I mean, just a little thing like that. You know, that's a little bit of shtick. So. Yeah, Upstart Crow I enjoyed too, so. Accent standards. Oh yeah, you know, some are, yeah, so I guess, I mean, it's a challenge. It's a challenge to, why don't we pass these guys? I don't know. Oh, but he just had the same thought. Okay. You jerk. I hate it when cars do this. Slightly illegal, but I'm going to pass the guy passing the guy. Not slightly illegal. It's either illegal or not. Yes, it was illegal. Miranda. Only 3 seasons too, but good. Death in Paradise. I'm watching Death in Paradise 2, which is, well, and which is, you know, another one of these many British cops in the Caribbean. And The Sandman now. The Sandman by Neil Gaiman. And Sandman is interesting. I read an interesting review with discussion, whatever, with Neil Gaiman in The Guardian Weekly the other week. Him talking about the characters and how he wanted I think the character Desire. He wanted the character Desire to be a non-sexual being, to be an amorphous sort of sexuality. We're not really sure what Desire is. Desire is a man, Desire is a woman. So, and I'm just watching the series. The series is on Netflix now, so I'm just, I think it's Netflix. I'm just working my way through The Sandman. I've long been a fan of Neil Gaiman, though. And Terry Pratchett. Collected a whole box full of Terry Pratchett pocketbooks and then gave it to my son when I was downsizing. My son said, "No, I'll take it." So he liked them too. And he's hoping his son will like them, so. Yeah, and in the article, he talked about writing about getting into comics and short stories and stuff, and they wanted him to write about superheroes. He wasn't really big on superheroes, but he said, I could do super gods. I could do super gods. They can be like superheroes. I could do that, and that'll be close enough. And they started off, Marvel Comics or DC Comics or whatever, they tend to start you off with a minor character, just to see how you are. If you screw it up, oh well, it's just this minor character. So they gave him this minor character, the Sandman, and being the creative genius that Neil is, of course, he took this minor character, the Sandman, and it was like, oh. He cranked it right up. Yeah, the Discworld series, and then that whole series that Pratchett did about the tiny people. The tiny people who lived, I don't know, was it a Harrods department store or something? They lived in between the floors, like under the floorboards. They lived in the space in the department store. And then they were going to tear the store down, so they all had to get out and escape, and they got a lorry from the delivery truck. And they all got together to drive the delivery truck, some doing the pedals and some the wheels and some the shifting and stuff, all these little people. And I think they went to live in the country, and then they had to get in a plane and go to America. I was like, Truckers, yeah. It just, but yeah, they started off. They just started off in between the floors of the house. Such creativity. I mean, I've done some novels, and I've done a bunch of short stories that I put on my blog, like flash fiction, but definitely not that level. Oh, let's turn these flashers off. So how are we doing? We got 5 minutes. Oh, so we got 15, 20 minutes left. Oops. Countryside. They do, sometimes it's a strange sort of pastiche of gonna say ground textures, but now we've got these palm trees plopped up here, but I guess you could have palm trees in Brazil. You got a rainforest. It's obviously warm there. It's probably not a lot of snow. Quite a fancy rest stop. Probably a bus stop too, because like I said, you can download buses for this. Chris, you still there, Chris? You've been very quiet. Are you getting supper ready? What have you been up to this afternoon, Chris? American Chris from Maryland. Ooh, going along this ridge. Oh, this looks nice. We wouldn't want to waste money on guardrails, though. We don't need no stinking guardrails. Okay. Ooh, there's another road. Oops, 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 oops. Suddenly, that road was coming up at me looking like more of a road that I wanted to really race around. They seem to be going downhill. You are there, Chris. So what are you up to? Are you making supper? Ooh, look at these mountains. And look at the way they just grow and then fade away. And then grow again. Spooky. We're haunted. What's on there? Oh, a helicopter. A helicopter. Ooh. Let's not lose all our momentum. We're going 80? No, we're going 34. Of course, nice spacing, always nice spacing with the AI. Law-abiding, and it means it's all that harder to pass. Beep beep. Beep beep. Damn, I was hoping maybe that first truck would stop, but did not. Did not. Hump Day, Wednesday. Oh, maybe I should take out a lottery ticket. A lot of 649 is Wednesday and Saturday nights, and I often buy it online, but then I forget, so. Actually, I could have gone tonight as I walked by, or earlier today, I meant, as I walked by the convenience store. $2 or whatever for, 3 million. I think I won $10 once. I've won a few ones, free ones, but the game is definitely stacked in favor of the dealer. Now, a lot of Ontario, the money they make from it goes into the Ontario government. Of course, likes it because they get big bags of money from the lottery. But the Lottery Corporation also makes big bags of money. They've had various investigation and exposés about huge salaries that the executives get. One of those plum jobs. You know, here you'll be on the board of directors because you have an important name. What do I have to do? Nothing. Show up at the meetings once a month. Collect your check. Jeez, this guy is slow, eh? I think we need to pass this guy. Somehow. Good, because often what happens is if you follow somebody and they're passing, yeah, it's illegal passing on a bridge like that. If you're following somebody and you pull like that's passing, when they pull in, if you pull in behind them, they will, at the very least, they'll slow down to 5 kilometers an hour faster than the other guy, and they'll often do a brake check because you're behind them. They go, oh, brake check. Okay, where are we? Where are we in the map? Oh, we're here. Okay. You got a ways to go yet. A bunch of little towns, a bunch of little twirly roads. So yeah, once I get to this place, then I think that I want to go east. And I will do, then I think I want to go small roads. Although, be hard pressed to sometimes to find a smaller road than the one you're on, but so maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll deliver this load. It'll be, what time will it be? It'll be 4:16. And I'll go to the liquor store. Hop in the car and go to the liquor store and get some wine, and then go to the beer store and get some of my no alcohol beer because it's just so damn refreshing. In fact, it's so refreshing. I'm gonna get a can right now. Don't go away. I'll be back here. Oh, that's a bad dad's joke. And damn, I didn't. I thought I had a can of my Le Bock Ale. It's a 0 alcohol, but nicely Bock tasting ale. I thought I had some cans left. Apparently not. So that's what we'll do. Ooh, and we're gonna need to get gas. We're down to 148 liters. 464K. We've got enough to get to our target. Why don't we do that? The game, at some point the game, maybe 100 liters? I don't know. At some point it gets antsy and says, ooh, you need gas. But I mean, what have I got here? Oops, stats. Oh, it says I'm offline. Why do I think I'm offline? That's interesting. Am I offline in Twitch? I think so. Let me look here. Why do I think I'm offline? Streaming. Let me do that again. Yeah, still thinks I'm offline. Yeah, don't know. I don't know why the stats is a Streamlabs thing. For some reason, I guess Streamlabs is confused. Although the chatbot is a Streamlabs thing, so don't know. Sometimes these things stop working and I've given up on trying to figure out why. Oh, okay. So is somebody a Oh, that one. I should have gone through that one. Yeah. Yeah, I just checked my streams and things are fine, so I have no idea. Exactly, yeah, you're drunk Streamlabs. Go home. Attention something. Oh, just attention, I guess the 321. Oh, just because of this, because of the road. Doesn't seem to really match. Ah, the Rich Voices. Thank you for the follow, the Rich Voices. Is that you on Twitch? Coincidence? Thought maybe. Yes, the person talking about voice acting has a Twitch account called The Rich Voices. My branding is Raven's View, pretty well everywhere. My blog is Raven's View. And my YouTube is Ravens View. My Twitch, my Trovo. Oh no, my Twitch is Ravens View CA. Somebody else had that. My or Twitter. My Twitter is Ravens View CA. My Twitch is Ravens View. My Trovo. My whatever. My everything. Email. Email is not. I could have an email that was like me@ravensview.ca. It's a vanity thing. I'm still thinking I might do that. Yeah, the only place I'm not Ravensview is on Facebook. There I am, Mike Young, because Facebook really likes you to have your name. Although people are quite creative. People chastised me for putting my real name online, and I said, well, yeah, but I'm trying to sell my books. At the time, this was a number of years ago, I'm trying to sell my books online, so I don't have a nom de plume. I suppose it would have been more mysterious. Okay, we're almost there. And, oh, okay, I was thinking, and you pulled out just to be annoying? No, you pulled out to actually pass that guy. Okay. Ah, okay. Good, good. This is nice. Wherever. Ooh, look at that building there on the left. Isn't that interesting? I guess. Oops, I think we need to be over here. I was looking in the mirror there. somebody below horizonte, and we seem to be. Oh, we're in the wrong way. Oh, we could. You want to do a U-turn right there on top of the? No, let's not do a U-turn across the median. Let's actually go like this. Oh, we go south of Rio. This map in, I believe it's Rio de Janeiro that has that statue of Christ on the mountain. Yeah, because in the game, when you go to Rio, up on top of the mountain, there's this big statue of Christ. Speaking of Christ, I was reading, and on Graham Norton, I was watching one of the things he was talking to Stephen Fry. I really like Stephen Fry. He was talking to Stephen Fry, and Stephen Fry said in his younger days he actually was thinking of joining the priesthood, Anglican priesthood, and everybody went, yes, of course, of course. And he said because he really liked the music and the pageantry and the architecture, and he said in the robes, the clothing and stuff like that, like it was all. He really liked that, and he got as far as he said he was talking to a bishop, the local bishop, about I guess we can turn left here. That's interesting. I think we have to be here. The game has me. Well, I guess we just do this at some point. He is brilliant. And so, anyways, he said he was talking to the bishop about this, and the only snag they ran into in his interview was he liked all these things about the priesthood, except he wasn't very big on the Jesus part. So he says, well, there was that career down the drain. Yeah, he is very intelligent. Oh yeah, so this is so this is the flatbed I've got, and it does it'll do all sorts of things. And this is Mel. I've decided our cat. I haven't decided on the cat. I'll call the cat Tara for now because it looks like a cat I had. And Mel. I just tell people Mel is my sister. She's estranged from her family right now, and she's touring the world with me while she finds herself. Is that where we are? Where are we? Where are we? I am. Belo Horizonte or Contagum. Okay, so. So this thing. So so you get these cargoes, and you don't actually get carrots here. What you get is a container, because I've got container pins, so I can take containers, or they can just put things like a couple of pressure tanks or another container with apples in it. this long thing, a fuel tanker. They'll put a fuel tanker on top of the flatbed and strap it down. So these are all as containers. But anyways, so I wanted to go. I think I wanted to go from here. I wanted to go up the coast, and so, well, if anything, up that road would be. Look at that, all through those little villages. So. Wow, look at all the cargoes I got from here. So something like that, see? It is versatile because you can put containers on it. It's one of the stock ones, but it's a flatbed, and there's an option in the flatbed is to add container pins, so you can put containers, or you can load pipes and strap the buggers down. So that's not bad. Clothes, 20 tons of clothes, that'll be in a container. Rice, more clothes, fuel tanker, used plastics. Reservoir tank. Oh, actually, what I need to do before I get any farther, I want to change the. I need to change the time and make it morning again, so that I have all day to drive. Actually, I'm just looking for interest, and I don't want a container. I want something other than a container. So that'd be cool. See a reservoir tank. Oh, those are fun. I've done those before too. Pipes are good. But who am I fooling here? It's 4:40, and I want to go off to the liquor store, get a box of wine. Maybe that delicate blend of what I called Card Bordeaux. So. And then stop at the beer store and pick up some cans of my non-alcohol beer, and then come back home and have some supper, sit outside, read some more Guardian Weekly, and then maybe watch some videos or something. We'll see what I do, but I think that's it. I was going to say how long I've been up offline, but I've been up for a few hours. So thank you very much, Chris and TRB, Rich Voices, for thank you everybody and everybody else who's lurking. Thank you everybody for viewing, cheering, chatting, following, subscribing, lurking, napping, whatever people have been doing. I had some early viewers who said they used me to fall asleep at night. Fair dues. So I will probably not on later tonight, but I'll likely be on tomorrow. Maybe I'll do some more farming. We'll see how the day goes. It's Wednesday today, isn't it? Hump day. So take care, my friends. Stay safe, stay happy, and ta-ta for now.